Can you feel it? Come on, come on, come on. Here's what that old man said. Come back around. Yeah, 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 yeah. Here's what that old man said. He said, what? I was talking to an old man. Here's what that old man said. He said, what goes around, come back around. Oh, yeah. Welcome to the huddle. Each one reach one. Each one teach one. If you are that one, then you got to know that you are enough. I'm talking about you are enough to get it right when everything is going wrong. We know that your attention is the most powerful thing that you can pay. I give my all to be worthy in the moment or on the replay. Came back in with a throwback laid back. I was talking to an old man. Workout song, make you get up and dance. Here's what that old man said. Man, tonight, man, gonna be a powerful show. I'm just gonna go ahead and call it what it's gonna be. Put it in stone. Let's run the play. Do you know grace? Do you know mercy? The question can be more powerful than the answer. Do you know grace? Do you know mercy? Ain't nobody above the bullshit. Alexa, Alexa, what is the meaning of grace?
Grace means elegance and beauty in movement. It's also God's undeserved favor and love, like a gift that costs nothing to receive but everything to give.
Alexa, what is the meaning of mercy?
Mercy is compassion shown to someone who deserves punishment. It's choosing kindness over justice.
I got to thinking about grace and mercy.
What's on your mind?
Stop. That's what's on my mind. Stop. She been getting jealous here lately and she want to jump in like she don't know how it go, but I got to let her know this real intelligence, not the artificial kind. I've been thinking a lot this week about grace and mercy. I was talking to an older friend of mine, 78 years old to be exact. And he was talking to me about how thankful he was that his granddaughter made it away from the shooting here in Charlotte that left one dead and 5 shot. He say, Trav, man, my grandbaby was terrified. She say she saw the fire come out of the gun. She could never imagine nothing like that. She was terrified, Trav. It's like she just wanted to hug me and hold me tight and tell me about it. He said, you know, man, I try to, you know, she got a car, she young, they want to be on the scene. I try to tell her, Trav, you know, it's dangerous out here. You can't want to be at the in crowd all the time, anytime, every time. He said, but you know, life got to teach him. But she said she couldn't get the image of that fire coming out that gun and that boy falling. She said she couldn't get it out of her mind, Trav. She was so thankful she felt like it could have been her. It made me think about grace and mercy. We talked and I wanted him to understand This is the opportunity to help her understand about grace and mercy. Do you know grace and mercy? It made me start to think about all the times that I've met grace and mercy. I realize that grace and mercy only works in the past tense. Grace and mercy only works in the past tense. From the Hero Train tonight, y'all. I want you to understand how it works. Understand your position in it. See, I remember one time I was cruising down Batersford Road. Traffic jam. They checking license. I was in the position of the driver because I had my license. And that was my position. My cousin would come pick me up with him and his homeboys, and we would ride around in one of the baddest cars in Charlotte. But I was the driver. I didn't drink. I was a student athlete. I was good. I had my license, so I got to push the whip. But we came up on a license check. And ain't nobody worried because they know I got my license. And all I got to do is just show my license when we get up to the cop and everything is okay. I'm the driver. This is my position, y'all. But I got up to the cop and I didn't have my license on me. I went to searching everywhere. Cousin them looking at me like, you ain't got your license? That's the only reason you're driving. But I had remembered when I got my license, they said, in case you forget your license, always remember your license number. So I told the officer, I said, but I got my license number. He said, well, pull over right there. We pulled up in Hyde Park. So step out of the car. Sweating. Had on a brand new Player of the Week shirt. I was poking my chest out to show the officer that I was a high school football player and I ain't done nothing wrong and I know my license number. He said, step back here with me. Took my license number. He said, well, I'm going to search the car. So he pulled my cousin them out and they went over into the woods. Said, can we go pee? They let them go pee. They come back. They ran my numbers. They did everything right. They said, well, Mr. Perry, it's good you know your license number, but next time you make sure you keep them license with you. And we got to pulling off. And then they got to talking in the car and they say, man, we lucky as hell. I'm like, yeah, I could have got a ticket. That's all I'm thinking. There was a guy in the back seat. He dead and gone. He say, man, he ain't even see the gun. My heart started beating. I said, what gun? He said, I keep that thing on me, Trav. See, I thought it was straight, but he ain't even see it. And my mind was so messed up the rest of that night. I was just ready to get home. My stomach was hurting. Because when I made it back to a safe place, I looked back and I saw grace and I saw mercy, because if that gun had been found, man, my whole life could have changed the trajectory through an experience that I didn't understand. See, you don't meet grace and mercy till you look back and realize This was around the time I had a best friend. Playing basketball at the court in Pine Valley. I'm talking real life shit. I ain't talking make believe. Police came to the court. Everybody did what they had to do. He innocent thinking ain't nothing, but he pick up his coat and leave. And they say, stop right there. And he say, I don't care. They search his coat. Made me hug grace and mercy. You meet it in the past tense. You got to be able to reflect. Kind of like the film session after the game when you looking at the play the next day and you realize grace is favor in a situation that you don't deserve. You meet it in the past tense. Show you how it worked, man. Grace and mercy. You meet it in the past tense. You got to reflect. See, if you think you already got it in the front or in the future, see, that turns into entitlement. Ain't nobody above the bullshit. If you going in a situation thinking that you above it, and somebody gonna give you grace and give you mercy, I tell you, life will humble you. You meet grace and mercy after you go through. Your tag expired. Your tires bald. Just hold on a little while longer. You get your registration, you pay your taxes, you get your inspection. You have a moment of humility when you realize, man, I made it. I didn't get pulled over. Your tires bald. Just let me hold on a little bit longer. You make it to tax time. You use the extra money to handle neglected responsibilities. You realize that mercy has been upon you because you saw many people blow out. But you made it. You look back to realize that's how it works. I want to give a shout out to Miss Gwen. She ain't been on in a while. And the day I asked her, I say, Miss Gwen, I notice I don't see you too much more. And forgive me if I'm telling this story, but this real life. I ain't saying it for you to believe it. I want you to understand how it works. She say, her and her brother been having conversations, but he's got off into the wokeness. She said, Travis, he talk about all this religion and this and that and this and that and this and that. And anytime my mind get cloudy and it make me question my faith, I just got to break away from everything. I say, Miss Gwen, I respect that. I say, I know I ain't seen you and I ain't felt you. I said, but I'm going to let you know something. You understand how it works, man? You see it working. And this ain't about making nobody question. This ain't about making nobody doubt. You drive whatever discipline you have to take you there. Any belief system, if it's real, with the intentions of making you stronger, is built on discipline. Any car, no matter what kind, no matter what make, it operates off one type of mechanism, mechanical science. If you understand how it works, what kind becomes irrelevant. It's about the function of it that take you where you want to go. So I'm saying this to say, we're hero training, y'all. In the hero spirit, and all my intentions of understanding, it's just another way of me talking about the Christ spirit. And the Christ spirit is a spirit that dwells within. And because I don't want to lose you, I just want to talk regular black folk to you. Spirit ain't nothing but breathing. Great givers make great getters when you understand the spirit of Christ. Unconditional love in the moment. We all have different ideals, but in the moment, in the present, there's nothing stronger than respect. I didn't say love, I say respect, because respect is the doorway to love. In that spirit, it's where it lives. Mercy is sparing you the consequences that you deserve because I have compassion. Grace is giving you love, respect, honor. Even when you don't know you deserve it. Inhale, exhale. So when you're in the moment, in the spirit, if you're truly in the hero spirit or Christ spirit, then you're constantly giving. When they say, I let my ego die so that people may live. He or she having a bad day. We express ourselves in close proximities. Some people don't have control of their emotions, so they can get disrespectful or project the insides of them onto outsides of you. Misery love company, but you don't want to accept the invite because you're in the spirit, in the moment. If I lose control, I win. But if I have the spirit in me, grace and mercy. See, you don't realize you got it till you look back. But you realize in the moment, when your intentions is about love, building, multiplying, adding, not subtraction or division, you become it. See, I always say in the world of science and school, we human beings, but the question be more powerful than the answer. I say we human being what? We human being grace, mercy, love, God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, anything that's a powerful discipline that leads you to being a light. If you walk the path, we become it to each other. And sometimes you don't realize who passed you and who you walk by. That's why you look back sometimes. Called reflection. Called the revelation. So I said all this to say grace and mercy. And I use my friend Miss Gwen to say, this ain't about rocking no boat. About teaching you how to row. There's two things about understanding, knowing the path and walking the path. Very rarely does someone meets the sacred sweet spot where they combine the two. I want to give a shout out, man. My brother Black shared a moment the other day, man. Sometimes in a moment, you realize we all we got, we all we need. I'm telling y'all that's how it works. When you realize that a friend ain't nothing but somebody you can talk to. Expectations is the seed of disappointment. That destroys a sacred moment between people when you bring expectations. Be yourself. Be free. I ain't acting like nobody. I just feel good. Will you allow me to be me? You'd be surprised how many people can't allow that. You'd be surprised how many people just want to allow me to be me. And we get so caught up with people, standards, and expectations that we forget who me is. And we start living in a way that we don't want to disappoint nobody. We let people plant seeds in us. I've been around people that I know was in situations built off expectations, and they couldn't even laugh. And I know I was funny and we was having a good time. They couldn't even laugh because laughter sometimes makes you seem weak and vulnerable. So I want to give a shout out to my brother Black. I'm going back. I felt a genuine moment, man. We was outside just kicking it, man. Appreciate you for just allowing me to be me and talk crazy and however I talk. Grace and mercy. Want you to understand how it worked. There was a woman. Her faith was a mountaintop. She loved Jesus more than anybody that I ever known. She was a faithful Christian. One day she was riding down the highway, jamming her music. Order my steps in your word, dear Lord. Teach me, guide me, follow your will. Order my steps in your word. Mm-hmm. She was jamming. Order my in your word. I'm talking about she was into it. The Spirit was upon her. Her temperature light came on. Started flashing. Started smoking. She said, no, Lord, don't forsake me. She started singing stronger. Order my steps in your word. Teach me, guide me, hold me still. Order my steps in your word. She started crying. I don't know what I'm going to do. She pulled over. Her car wouldn't go no more. All she did was praise. Jabbo coming down the street. Jabbo, old country boy. Hunting dogs, firewood, and coon meat. Jabbo was a man of nature. Country boy, Jabbo said, I don't believe that religion white men talk. I believe in nature. God showed me how it works, man. I wake up and I pray the sun. When the sun rises, I rise like the sun do, because I'm a sun too. Jabbo said, I got 4 gods. Water, earth, wind, and fire. If you don't believe or faithful or true to my 4 gods, if you deny any one of them, you will surely die. I don't believe that white man Jesus shit. That's what Jabbo say. Jabbo wake up and feel God every day. He feel good. Jabbo ride down the street. Jabbo like some old R&B. Take my money, my house and my car. For when you love you, you can have it all. Lady, to making love is what we do. Girl, what is there to rub? 'Cause I'm an addict over you, and you know that I. So Jabbo riding down the street bumping that old school Jodeci. He see the smoke on the other side. He see the woman in there in distress. Jabbo ain't nothing but an old gentleman with a good heart, in a hero spirit, but he don't believe in the same God. Jabbo whip a U-turn and pull up on her. She in there praying, still praying and singing her song, oh, master in your word. Jabbo, ma'am. She opened her eyes. Jabbo stood there like a ray of light. She said, yes, sir. She said, I don't know what's wrong. My car just smoking. Jabbo say, pop the hood. Jabbo look up under there. Jabbo say, you ran out of water. That's all you done ran hot. But I tell you what, I got 2 gallons of water on the back of my truck. Where you live at and where you got to go? In her mind, she ain't used to by telling no stranger where she live and where she got to go, but she realized that she vulnerable, she broke down, she in distress, and she been sitting there praying to Jesus with all her might, the same prayer that she used every night. And she said, my Lord will not forsake me. And in the midst of her praying, she heard her at the window. So she said, got to be right. She said, I get off up the exit up there and I make a right, and this right there, it ain't that far. He said, well, I tell you what, I'm going to put some water in there. Now you call a tow truck down here, wait for you, wait, boy, or I can put some water in there, you can get home at least, and you can handle your business from there. So she said, okay, you do. He said, yeah. Just something about Jabbo, she trusted. There's something about him that she trusted. So he put the water in there and she drove on home, and he got home and Jabbo said, well, that's all right. I'm just glad I could help you, ma'am. I'm just glad I could help you, ma'am. And she said, Jesus gonna bless you, young man. And he said, ho, ma'am. Ho, ma'am. You ain't got to go there. You ain't got to go there. I feel you, and it's all love, ma'am, but that's what it is. She said, no, but I just want to tell you how. Jabbo got back in his car and pushed the play, and it came back on. I can't leave you alone. You got me feeling. Jabbo finna catch the hero spirit and the Holy Ghost off the Jodeci. Because he know he ain't done nothing special. He just done what a real hero spirit supposed to do. She went in the house and she put on another song. She got so caught up in the moment. You can't tell me. She put on there, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. It won't work. No weapon formed against me shall. And I told that story like that in the way I told it. Because if you ain't never wanted to understand how grace and mercy work, that's how it works in real life. Through us, by us, for us. But you can't see it in the midst of while you be in it. You ain't supposed to see it while you be in it. I can't watch football while I'm playing football. I can't watch the game while I'm in the game. Got to understand how it works. And when you look back, you'll know it. When you look back, you'll know it. And the more and more you begin to know it when you're looking back, you stay in the game. You stay in the game. You don't want to come out the game. So that's the real Christ spirit. That's the real hero spirit. You don't want to come out the game. You can't come out the game. If I come out the game, then our chances of losing go high. That's people depending on me. I don't want to come out the game. I don't want to take a play off. I don't want to take a down off. I've been conditioning myself every day, all week, training so I can stay in the game. So the only way you get to know how this thing works in real life, the only way you get to know grace, the only way you get to know mercy is when you look back on it. I love you, man. I'm gonna get out of here. If you want here and you got something you want to say, or you got a message or anything like that you want to drop, hold me down, man. Show me some love. Reach out. Each one reach one. Each one teach one. If you are that one, then you got to know that you are enough. I love you, man. Hold me down.